This video is brought to you by Ridge Wallet, a slim front pocket wallet available in carbon fiber and titanium. With more than 250,000 sold, a lifetime guarantee and free shipping, get 10% off with the code GOLDFISH at ridgewallet.com. Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another Instant Deck Tech. So as you know, Thursday means it's Fishbowl Thursday here in Instant Deck Tech land, and we have a super cool modern combo list to check out today. This is Infinite Scepter combo, and it comes to us from Darth Snader 92. So thank you so much to Darth Snader for sending in such a super sweet deck. If you'd like your own deck considered for a future Fishbowl Thursday, make sure to leave that link in the comments, or you can email me, saffronolive@mtggoldfish.com. So let's talk some Infinite Scepter combo. So the Scepter that we're talking about here is Magister Scepter, which is a card that was reprinted in M19, which not only made the card legal in Standard, but also put it in Modern for the first time as well. So Magister Scepter, 3 mana, you can pay 4, tap it, put a charge counter on it, and then if you get 3 charge counters on it, you can tap it and take an extra turn after this one. So our deck has one primary plan, and that is to get a lot of charge counters on Magister Scepter really quickly. So the main plan of this deck is we are going to try to get to a point where every single turn we are putting 3 charge counters on Scepter, which means every turn we tap it, we take an extra turn, and then we just do it again the next turn, do it again the next turn, and eventually beat our opponent while we're taking infinite turns. So combo piece number 1 for Magister Scepter, pretty simple. Energy Chamber, just a 2-mana artifact that lets us, at the beginning of our upkeep, put a charge counter on a non-creature artifact. So that is 1 charge counter per turn on Magister Scepter. In theory, if we can get 3 copies of Energy Chamber out, that is infinite with Magister Scepter as well. However, we got some other ways of going about this too. We also have Surge Node and Power Conduit. So Surge Node, a little bit more expensive than Energy Chamber because it costs 1 to activate, but it's only 1 mana to cast. It comes in with 6 charge counters, and you can pay 1, tap it, remove a charge counter, put it on another artifact. So this means for each turn, for 6 turns in a row, for just a single mana, this is another way that we can put a charge counter on Scepter. So let's say we have 1 Energy Chamber, 1 Surge Node, that's 2 counters a turn, at least for 6 turns, and then we'll figure out the rest later, to put 2 charge counters on Magister Scepter. Power Conduit, a little bit weaker, because it doesn't actually just add a charge counter, but it lets us remove a charge counter from a permanent to put a charge counter on something. So if we have a Surge Node already, this basically lets us use Surge Node twice in a turn. We can use it once by itself, then use Power Conduit to get another charge counter off Surge Node onto Magister Scepter. So this screen right here, if we have an Energy Chamber, a Surge Node, a Power Conduit, and a Magister Scepter, that allows us to go infinite, at least for several turns. But ideally, we want to have a bunch of Energy Chambers. That is our best combo. So we have some ways to make more Energy Chambers. Phyrexian Metamorph can copy any of our combo pieces, because it can not just copy creatures but also artifacts. But really, this is hopefully additional copies of Energy Chamber, because the main plan, as I said before, is 3 Energy Chambers on the battlefield with Magister Scepter. That is our easiest, cleanest way of going infinite, and we don't have to worry about running out of charge counters like we do if we go on the Surge Node plan. So Metamorph can double up on our combo pieces, and then we also have a bunch of ways to assemble our combo. Word of Invention improvises out to tutor for an artifact, so basically additional copies of any of our combo pieces, a great way to find those extra Energy Chambers. Thirst for Knowledge digs 3 cards deep. We got to discard some, but hopefully just 1 because we have a lot of artifacts. Opt for the early game to get things set up. So these cards just make sure we can find those combo pieces as consistently as possible every single game. And then for winning the game, once we have infinite turns, I mean, we can do it in any number of ways. Our big finishers though, Karn Versa, gonna make some really big constructs with the -1 ability. Since we have so many artifacts in this deck, it's pretty much going to come down, make a 5/5 or a 6/6, do it again the next turn, and then we can also use this to generate card advantage if we're digging for our combo. Herald of Anguish going to come down for just a couple of mana since we can tap all of our random energy chambers and surge nodes and all that stuff. So it's a good way to come down early, empty our opponent's hand, give us a huge flyer, and we can even just beat down for a bunch of turns with a unblockable creeping tar pit. So the hard part is getting the infinite turns. Once we get the infinite turns, sooner or later, we will draw into a finisher, we will be able to win the game. And the other sweet thing about the combo is, once we get the infinite turns, we're going to find more of our infinite turn pieces. So maybe we start off with the surge node, but eventually it's going to run out of counters. But if we get 3, 4, 5 turns in a row, that gives us a lot of time to find more energy chambers and really harden the infinite turn lock. Otherwise, Fatal Push gives us a bit of removal, Pentad Prism ramps us into our stuff, is an artifact for Karn and Whir of Invention and all of our synergies. Mana base wise, we talked about Creeping Tar Pit being a finisher. Otherwise, a bunch of Dimir dual lands, some basic lands. In the sideboard, one of the spiciest cards is Lux Cannon, which can kind of replace our Magister Scepter. It needs 3 charge counters to activate, can tap to add a charge counter. So very similar to Scepter, except instead of giving us an extra turn for removing 3 charge counters, we get to destroy a permanent, any permanent. So we can bring this in and just blow up really annoying things since it hits anything. And then Echoing Truth, Spell Stare, Negate. These cards have one really important purpose, and that is to keep Stony Silence off the battlefield. Stony Silence ruins our day really, really hard. So Echoing Truth can bounce it, Spell Stare counters it. Negate not only gets rid of something like Stony Silence, but can stop other disruption as well. Then we have Disdainful Stroke to counter big things against like Tron decks, Eldrazi decks, Cast Down for more removal. Phyrexian Scriptures, kind of our Wrath / Graveyard. Hey, kind of a weird choice for modern, but does a bit of everything. Damping Sphere to slow down Storm decks, Tron decks, Unmoored Ego to hate on combos, and that is Infinite Scepter for modern. And that's been our Fishbowl Thursday instant deck tech for this week. So again, thanks to Darcenator92 for sending it in. And once again, if you'd like your own deck considered for a future Fishbowl Thursday, leave that link in the comments, or you can email me, saffronolive@mtggoldfish.com. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.